So my investment suggestion is, number one, there's always been a lot of scams. So you have to be careful what you invest in. You have to do your research. If you're just taking tips from a friend, somebody you know, or from some random blog out there or blogger, you are going to get burned, right? Right now, it's been great. But you have to remember, not that long ago, things were pretty bad in crypto. There was a real meltdown. A lot of people lost a lot of money. So when you invest, you have to look not just at the short term, but also the long term. So where is crypto going? Where is the ecosystem going? What are the really good bets? My advice is, number one, if you're investing in crypto, don't think that because you buy 10 different coins, 100 different tokens, that you are diversifying. You are not diversifying. Honestly, if crypto's going up now, and when it's going up, the rising tide lifts all ships. That's an expression. So basically, when crypto is going up, when Bitcoin's soaring, when Dogecoin's soaring, when Ethereum's soaring, all the altcoins start to go up. And in fact, the money cycles between them. Like Bitcoin will shoot up and then it will plateau or dip a little, and then all the money runs into another altcoin and that shoots up like Dogecoin, and then it goes to another coin and another coin. So you kind of see the money cycling around, but in general, everybody's making money. If we hit a bear market, it's going to be the opposite. Doesn't matter if you're diversified across 100 different types of tokens, they're all going to be hit hard. So when I talk about diversification for your portfolio, for investors, I tell them, don't put more than 10% of your assets into crypto. It's a risky business. You need traditional stocks, you need traditional bonds, you need a lot of you need to diversify your money pretty widely to be safe. You need real estate. That's what smart investors do. So let's say you take that 10% of your money that you're going to bet on crypto. When you're in crypto, when you're looking at currencies, instead of just spreading your money out evenly, usually that doesn't work. It's better to really drill deep on a few of the ecosystems and the coins, really understand them, and place concentrated bets. You're going to do better off. You're going to be better off in that way. So have a thesis. And I can give you some of my criteria for how, you should select which investments will go. Let me say, there are a number of different ways to invest in the crypto boom. And only some of these ways are investing in actual cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are one way, but you can also invest in the startups producing the software, producing all the different pieces of the ecosystem, whether they've tokenized it or not. The wallet companies. We all saw Coinbase. It had the largest IPO ever, an amazing IPO, $48 billion. It's taken a hit since then. It's come down, market's always fluctuating. But it just goes to show you that there are a lot more opportunities in the crypto ecosystem than just the coins and tokens. I can go on a little more too. When you are looking at coins and tokens, some of the things I look for, and that I would encourage you to look for, is you need to understand the inflows and outflows of capital. What's really happening. What is the supply and demand? How many, there's options and all these futures, all this trading going on. You need to get applications that can help you do that. And there are plenty of them out there. You just have to look. There are a lot of different applications out there. One that I like is called 3 Commas. It's a very interesting community, and it allows you to trade across all these different wallets so you can get all types of coins. But there's many of these analytic applications out there. Get them, learn them, start to use them. The second thing, if you're investing, you need a lot of this investment is based on story. So there's a couple things. Story is really important. What message is that coin giving the world, and can people understand that story? So Bitcoin is it was the first one, right? It was the first mover. It has an incredible story, right? From the very beginning with the mysterious founder, everything else, but also as an alternative to traditional currency, a store of value. It has had a story in that. And when people told me early on, which crypto should I invest in? I told them, well, if you're going to pick the market leaders. You probably in the long run won't go wrong with the market leaders. And this was years and years ago. And the market leaders, of course, are still the market leaders. It's still Bitcoin and Ethereum and a few others that are the market leaders. They've done really well. But they're also up and comers. A lot of new currencies, a lot of new systems out there, tokens that you can invest in. And they have a lot of potential too. If you pick the market leaders, you will take a hit. But, the thing they have going for them more than anything, even more than like Ethereum has smart contracts and all these other things. But what they have going for them more than anything is they have brand recognition, number one. So a lot of people, especially new people into crypto, they don't know all the cryptos. So they just go for Bitcoin or go for Ethereum because that's what they've heard of. Number two, there's a network effect. The more people you have trading it, the more you have using it, the more applications, the richer the ecosystem becomes. And so those coins can maintain their leadership. But the up-and-comers have a lot of promise. I mean, they can do a lot of things that the more established currencies can't. So you look at Ethereum, which is amazing. Now, I think Ethereum is so powerful because it has a huge developer community. So that's another aspect you look for. Like, is there a huge developer community? Are there a lot of applications using this coin? And are they getting value from it? If that is the case, that tends to be a good sign that it's pretty sustainable in the long run. However, established platforms and established coins like Ethereum have problems. Like the gas prices on Ethereum are really high and a lot of times prohibitively high to do certain types of transactions. So that's a negative. And then they have new ones coming out, parachains, things like Polkadot, all these other ones that are supposedly going to, Binance, things that can potentially help solve a lot of these problems. Are those good bets? Well, if they start to gain traction, they can be very good investments. So you want to look at, though, how dedicated is the core community of developers? Are they really there? Are they there for the short run? Are they there just to cash out, to pump and dump, which happens a lot? Or are they in it for the long haul? So you have to analyze that. It's a really strong sign that this is going to go. Number two, are people actually using that platform? Have they built their own ecosystem with developers and beyond just the core team, but a broader ecosystem where they have other partners and that are using it and are leveraging it? Are institutions buying into it? Huge one, right? If institutions are buying into it, you can see that has a lot of potential. That's been the big mover right now. Like you look at JP Morgan and all these other ones, they're just beginning to get into the space. So when these big companies, these institutions and banks are going to be integrating with cryptocurrencies, which ones are they going to pick? Those are the ones you're going to see go up. I mean, almost invariably. And it's sort of like the ones that gain this critical mass of support from developers, from the core group that started it, from the community that surrounds it, and from the institutions. Those ones get that critical mass. Those are your best bets for the long run. I hope you enjoyed the talk. If you liked it, you can come to founderspace.com. You can check out our latest events, contact us, and see my latest books, Make Elephants Fly, Surviving a Startup, and The 5 Forces. You can also find me on all the major social networks. Just search for Founderspace.